Okay, I think our technical difficulties are over. And to think, I went on before this and checked all the sound because that's been our problem the past couple weeks. Checked all the sound, made sure it was working on every single scene, and then we get a video freeze. It's alright, it's done. I have gone back and deleted the evidence from Twitter and YouTube, so it's like it never happened. And here we are. Hopefully I didn't mess up this live for too many people. I think we had a couple people viewing and then I had to restart. I don't know what it is with Streamlabs. It's just out to get me the past couple weeks. I'm just gonna check and see if we're matching up on my phone here. Look there, it looks like there's one of you here, so that's good. Hello. Thank you for joining. Hopefully anyone who was on the first stream attempt comes on over and joins this one. Today I guess you can't really see because you can't see the mirror behind me, but I've got my door open a bit because the Meowington home for Wayward Felines has a new guest visiting. His name is Scotch and he's a Tonkinese and he's very sweet, but he's very young. So he's kind of crazy and he likes to run around and he needs to be everywhere. The thing is, you can't tell, but I've got my drawer open here and his favorite place to go right now is he hops in one drawer and then squishes himself through over the edge and drops down into the drawer below, and that's where he sleeps. So I usually keep one drawer open in my dresser so that he can go in there. I'm kind of hoping that he'll come out at some point to say hello, but we'll see. We'll wait and see. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I don't really want him sleeping during the day because we have another tired stream today. The last 2 nights, he's decided to run all over my bed while I'm sleeping, so I'm a little tired, but I'm halfway through an energy drink, got half left, and I am ready to write. Let's see. So the other thing with Streamlabs is it doesn't always tell me when you're here. So if you are here, feel free to say hello. It's lovely to see you. I usually have to check on my phone just to see what's up. Last week we actually had quite a few people here, lots of new faces, which was, I say faces, but I don't actually see any of your faces. Oh my gosh. But yeah, we had a lot of new people, which was really nice. I had a lot of new subscribers, which was exciting because my channel has been sort of on a plateau for quite a while. Although I didn't do it any favors with my video this Friday, which I knew was gonna happen. It's like a fan poem. What could be worse, right? Like, you have, you know, fandom can be like rather personal, and poetry is rather personal, so when you put the two things together, it's like you're not gonna get much interest in it, but I put it out there anyway because my goal with my channel since relaunching it was simply to put things out there that I want to do. Now, it's not a new poem if you haven't watched the video. It's not a new poem, it's one that I wrote probably in like first year fine arts, and I decided to just go with it and go full first year fine arts. So I added a whole bunch of like horror stuff in and weird music and little effects, and I did some art with blood all over it. It's actually sitting on my dresser, right? Ugh. This isn't gonna help. Right there. There we go. That's where it's sitting. But at the very least, you might have some fun, like, cringing with me about it. I had fun making it, and next week I'll be back to something else. Actually, next week, I know what I'm doing already. There's Project for Awesome, which I participated in last year, and I'm going to be participating in that again this year. So that's exciting. Hopefully help to do some fundraising for NaNoWriMo. It's always difficult for me because I'm a vegan, and that's an ethical commitment, right? So I usually want to do something for a vegan organization, but I'm also, you know, I'm writing based. I'm a huge advocate for NaNoWriMo, and it does a lot of good too. So I usually am like, oh no, which one am I going to do? But I'm going to do NaNoWriMo again. I'm excited for setting up that video. Last year I just sort of sat on my bed with a whole bunch of art around me. This time, I'm not sure yet. I have to think on it. I have to think on that one. No hellos yet. Seems everyone is busy this week, which is fine. You're allowed to have a life. I do find that some people actually like coming back to this stream after the fact, which kind of surprises me, because I always thought that the main appeal was just, you know, being here live, having someone here live to write with. But apparently when you go back, it's also good. So I like that. That's one of the reasons why I leave these up. So if anyone needs some company, some sprinting, timed sprints, they can always go back and join in. I'm just going to make a little post while I wait a few more minutes for people. Getting a late start is fine. I have no problem with that. Live now doing sprints. Also, sometimes I'll announce ahead of time that I'm doing this. Like, I'll go on my social media and stuff, and sometimes I don't. And it really seems to not make a difference at all, whether I do or don't. So if you're here, let me know if you've ever seen my social media posts and use those as a reminder to hop on and join in, or if you've just got a notification, because I'm pretty curious about how people find out about these sprints. Yeah, I know there aren't that many people here, so I'm not going to get much feedback, but if you watch this later, let me know how you get notified to join in. Do you see a post on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook? Do you get a random pop-up on YouTube, like, are you not subscribed, and then you just randomly see it? Or as a subscriber, do you actually get notified by YouTube and join in? I guess alternately, do you know that I do this every week and just keep it in mind and hop on? I'm curious, so let me know. I guess we are at 1:11, so, and I do have some work to do. So I'm going to do these sprints at the very least for myself and just hang out until anyone else joins in. What am I saying? I say too much. I think most people do though, really. What am I working on today? Today I am working on yet another top secret project. And I know I said last week that I would be letting you guys know about my last top secret project that I was teasing. And I can't yet. There's just been a bit of a delay, but I'm thinking maybe this week. This week I'll be posting something on social media. Last week was also super busy. For anyone who's a patron of mine and I've missed a couple posts, that is because in my day job where I work representing authors, this is my entire life, we are finally launching our new product. We call it a product, that's how you label it in product management. Our new product, it's a new part of the website I work for. So we've got a big launch coming up and I've been doing so much work towards that. And it's really exciting, but also like, and I'm trying to do writing for this one secret project. All this to lead back and say, today I am working on something for a new YouTube channel. Now, I know that can sound like you haven't even had much success with this channel yet and you're hopping onto a new one. It's not like that. It's not like my little Dead Sims channel where I was like, let's just do multiple channels for myself. No, I'm doing this for an organization and I'm working with a partner. And so I'm going to be doing some scripting for that today. And it's very different from this channel. Yeah, I won't say more than that, but we'll be announcing it and that will be coming out in March, I'm thinking. So probably posting Saturdays. So every Saturday in March, and I'll promote it and let everyone know. Okay, I'm gonna give this a couple more minutes and maybe start our sprint at 1:15 or 1:20, something like that. So we'll be one sprint short this week, and I'll just be blabbing a bit. Wow, that cat is sleeping a lot. This is not good. This is not good. He's gonna be up all night. All night. Wouldn't it be funny if my sound wasn't working and when I look back at this, no one could hear anything I said? I don't think that's the case, though. Nervous laughter. Okay, so we've posted on Twitter. don't know if there's any point in posting on Facebook. Posted to Discord. And I know this is early in the day for, people who might do things on Friday nights, but I don't really do things. I did something last night, but I had some friends over and we watched Buffy, which was great. I'm well overdue for a rewatch, and they've never seen it before because they are younglings. So I've been sharing the excellent television with them, imparting my elder goth knowledge. I do it with music too, which is also why it kind of kills me that I have to have this ambient music on, because there's so much music I would love to share while writing, but oh well, copyright and all that rot. Alright, I'm gonna start a sprint because I feel like it, and it's 1:15. Whoever joins in can join in with my sprint. We are ready to go. Let's see if the timer works today. Nope, never works on the first try. I feel like I have to do an entire test stream, like an hour before my actual stream, but I feel like that would be really confusing. Why aren't you letting me update you? Oh yeah, I think it's on half an hour now anyway, and we don't want half an hour for the first sprint. Reset you to 15 minutes. Saved. Ready to go. Ooh, a spammer. Nice. I will delete that in a minute. I'm going to start this timer now.
the darkness.
Time's up on the first sprint. Welcome everyone who has joined. It's nice to see you here today. If you missed my longer than usual intro, you also missed my technical difficulties. That was a plus, but I did talk about what I'm working on today, sort of. It's another top secret project. I'm sorry. But it's for a new YouTube channel that I'm doing in collaboration with a Montreal organization. It's going to be not writing related, but I can say story related. And I'm very excited. I'm going to be having a co-host with that one. So I'm writing scripts for that today. And it's a little difficult because terrible Quebecois, I know, I do not speak French. And we are doing a channel that is half French and half English. So I'm putting loose translations in, and then my French-speaking co-host will go in and make sure that it actually sounds the way that it should. So it's a little more detailed than my usual just like typing away in English. So I got 163 words in on that one. I was also taking a minute to let everyone know that I was sprinting. I see that Jonathan is working on flash fiction, which could work really well with the secret words that I put up for the final sprint, maybe. What else is everyone else working on today? I hope that you got some writing in during that sprint. I think you came in mostly near the beginning, so there still should have been a good 10 minutes or so, I think. Because it's been a sort of slow time getting going today, we are short one sprint. So if you look at the little schedule here, I started basically on the second one. So we're going to have 3 15-minute sprints in total and then the half hour at the end. So we've got 2 more 15 and 1 half hour. And I do have a cat in the drawer behind me there that I'm really hoping that he comes out so you can see him, because he's very cute. He's about 1.5 years, 2 years old, and I think 1.5 years. We're cat sitting right now. I run a vacation home for cats ever since my cat passed away. I can't stand to adopt another cat quite yet, but I want cats around, so we cat sit. And the kitty we're looking after, his name is Scotch, and he's a Tonkinese. He's so pretty, but he's definitely young because he's pretty wild, and he's been keeping me up all night for the last couple of nights, which I'm fine with. I will put up with anything that cats do, but I'm tired. I'm tired today. I think we lost a couple people. I find when people come on during the sprint, if they don't know what's going on, they're like, what is happening? This is really boring. There's just a girl sitting here in silence. Well, a bit of music, but there's just some girl sitting here. Who wants to watch that? I get it.
You have reached the voicemail box of Kino.
Speaking of the music, sometimes there's weird little samplings in there. Yeah, he's very cute. If you get to see him, maybe I'll post a video of him on my Instagram or something. I used to do that if my cats did not appear on stream. What time is it? We're at 1:35, so I guess we could get into the second sprint, and if anyone wants to talk about what they're working on in the chat, feel free, and I will respond when the sprint is done. I always do try, if someone comes on, I try to say hi in the chat rather than vocally, because I don't want to interrupt anyone's concentration with the music on. So that's why I never ever talk during sprints. So we're gonna reset the timer here and get into our second 15-minute sprint. Hopefully I'll get more than 163 words in this time, and hopefully all of you do well too. Let's get into it.
If you need further assistance, enter pound now.
Second sprint done. I think I got even less words in this time. Yeah, I had 163 last time, and this time I had 157. I was doing some research though, so I'm writing in English and then French, which I can kind of read it, but like I can't speak it, and I definitely don't have the grammar down at all. So I'm writing in 2 languages, and I'm doing some research into the organization I'm working with to create this new channel. Trying to make sure it sounds all good. It's kind of difficult writing. I'm composing a channel trailer right now, and I'm trying to put in, because you only get 1 channel trailer on YouTube, so I'm trying to put in both French and English, but make sure that French people listening to each language can get the same thing out of it without us just being like, you know, here's one sentence in English, here's the exact same sentence in French. So I'm trying to make it conversational and informative, but like, you know, like we're actually talking together but getting the same information out in different ways. It's complex. But I think it's going okay. I might have to do another edit. Plus, I'm trying to sell the channel and make it sound interesting. We'll see how it goes. I do have a collaborator though, so I'm gonna be sending that off to him when it's finished and get his opinion on it, and he can put some edits in and stuff too. So it'll be okay in the end. And then we'll film a very interesting bilingual channel trailer. How did everyone else do? I noticed that we had Phoebe and G-Sub drop in, so hello, welcome. I never speak during the sprint because I don't want to interrupt people, so I try to type a little hello and then catch up after. My cat still has not come out of the drawer, and I don't want to drag him out because then he'll start scratching my chair. Well, not my cat, but the cat we are looking after too. My temporary housemate, Scotch, the Tonkinese. So if you did not hear me before, I got a bit of a late start just because I was waiting for some more people to show up. I feel like today's kind of a slow Saturday, which is fine. So we're doing 3 sprints, 3 15-minute sprints in total instead of the usual 4. So this next one will be the last of the 15-minute sprints. And then after that, we'll, I don't know, it's 1:53. Maybe we could fit a couple in. We'll see. We'll try to fit in 2 more 15-minute, but that means that I should not blab this much. It's always hard to determine how long you should talk, like between sprints, because you want to give everyone a bit of a break to get out of the writing for a minute. That's the whole point of sprinting, but you don't want to take up all the time in the world with blah, 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 blah. I think we're doing all right with time here, so let's see. Yeah, normally the 3rd sprint would be starting. We're sort of in a weird between timing thing, but we can also go past 3 a little bit depending on how many people are here and how many people want to go past 3. I have lots of time, although I might see my friend later, which is strange since I never do anything social, but we'll see. The world's starting to open up a teensy bit here in Montreal again. We've had like extreme lockdown, and it's relaxing a teensy bit. Anyhow, I'm gonna reset our timer, and we're gonna hop into another 15-minute. Might be the last, might be the second last. We'll see. We'll see what everything's looking like. So, have I written flash fiction? No. So, I've written poetry. I am terrible at writing anything short unless it's a YouTube script or a poem, and that is actually one of my New Year's resolutions. I'm trying to get better at that because I know that one of the really good things for writers to do, especially if you're trying to get traditionally published, is work on short stories and flash fiction and things that are more, you know, submittable to, what's the word? It's not in my head. Like anthologies. Things that are submittable to magazines and digests and anthologies and stuff like that. So I am trying to get better at that. I wrote a short story for a friend for their birthday, and it was a 24-page story. So that's the best I've done so far, but I'm working on it. But yeah, I think were you writing? I feel like you were writing flash fiction last week, or maybe I'm confusing you with someone else, but is that your primary medium, or do you usually write longer? I'm always curious about what people's primary way of writing is. Like for me, I go on and on and on and on. Like NaNoWriMo is perfect for me because that 50k words is like a great draft length for me. But I want to get better at short stories. The funny thing actually is that when I'm writing chapters, they always wind up being way too short. So I think that I'm close to being able to write short form. There's just this mental barrier that doesn't allow me to do it when it's outside of a larger book. So I'm almost there. I think I'm almost there. Also, if you post your flash fiction anywhere, I'd love to check it out. So feel free to promote and link in the chat. I always like seeing what people are working on. And I share what I'm working on sometimes. Not live, but elsewhere on my social media and stuff. So I'm going to get into our next sprint in the hopes that we can get in 4 today. So let's just get going here. Hope everyone is ready to write. I'm going to aim for more than 163 words this time. Let's go.
I think all art and imagination at some point leads you to think about things that aren't true. And that can be a great exercise for adapting to the world. I think that it's the job of the artist to push the boundaries of what we're comfortable with. always successful at it, but I think part of that is art is pushing the boundaries of the art itself. Asking the question, what is art and what is music and what are the limits? And we saw it in the Dadaist movement in painting, and we saw a kind of backlash against that with hyper-realism and photorealism. So in terms of evolution, I think we've evolved as a question-asking species. Questions have helped us to do things like harness the power of fire and discover the wheel and have agriculture and decode DNA and discover penicillin and all this stuff. And what you get out of that is
Heads up, I did not get any words in that one. I was researching. I'm lucky with this new channel I'm working on to have an amazing wealth of research and material done for me by the organization I'm working with. So I'm reading through everything that they've created to pull from to write my scripts and my trailer. So I was doing a lot of reading during that one, but it's good. Reading needs to get done just as much as writing does. I hope that you all got a word count in this time, though. Just to address what I missed here when I was sprinting. Jonathan is writing guest posts for people's blogs, stories for YouTube featurettes, and e-zines, and he has opened his website to indie writers who would like to network in the same vein. That is awesome and very useful for everyone here as writers. So I'm not seeing a link, so I think that maybe links are blocked in my chat right now unless I post them. So I believe I know what your site is because I was just creeping you during that sprint. Let me just see here. Is it for your Live Free, Live Rich site, or is it another one? If it's that one, I'll link it in the chat so that everyone can see. If it's not that one, just let us know. The channel, I can't tell you what it's about yet. I know, it's annoying. Both of the projects I'm working on right now that are not my novels, I can't talk about yet. It's story-based, though, so, and some history. So if you look at my, what was it called? I posted a story called Mysterious, talking about a mysterious Montreal monument on my channel, maybe a month back. It's going to be a similar vein to that, but also pretty different. So look at that as kind of a teaser for what I'm going to work on with this organization. It will be a lot cooler than that, though, because that one's very minimal. It was just a little sort of outing that I did. Okay, there. I've linked your site, and it should show up now. Thank you for sharing that with us, by the way. It's always great to find new spots for story submissions and collaboration. So maybe I'll look into that as well. And thank you for hosting that sort of thing. So I think that we are good for time, so we'll be able to do another sprint, which is good, because I don't like to miss out on any number of sprints. Get in as much as I can here. Oh, even though I'm super dazed from lack of sleep here. Even though I conked out so hard last night and slept till 10, which I never do. But now I think that's a matter of oversleeping. Why do our bodies work this way? Don't sleep enough, you're tired. Sleep too much, you're tired. For me, I'm just tired all the time. I'm in a constant state of fatigue and twilight zone. So I think I sent this script out. Yeah, Cat is still conked. Yeah, he had a very busy night running around on my bed and talking to me, and I have a bedside table that you can't see, and it's got like a light on it and stuff. And my last cat did this. They love just like walking right up to where my head is and then standing on the bedside table. So he was doing a lot of that, which was fun. So I would realize that in my sleep and be like, ah, like, get down, don't be there. Yeah, I am ready to jump in that drawer. I would nap today, but I have to be a supportive friend, I think. So I'll be doing that instead. But I have a very early meeting tomorrow, so it's an early bedtime tonight. And I'm hopefully going to get some feedback on this script that I sent out right away, and keep working on that. I'm so excited to launch this channel. So excited. I think a trailer for it will be out this month, even though we're launching in March. So I'll put out like a little channel trailer, and maybe like, let's say, I don't know, third week of February. That's probably when you'll know. But with my other project, I think I'm announcing that this week. It depends on some other people though. So whenever they decide that we can go live with that, it's a busy but exciting time. I'm very happy with my creative pursuits at the moment. Okay, so our timer is ready to go. We are going to get into our final 15-minute sprint. After this one, it will be a long half-hour sprint, and I'm going to put up some word prompts that you can or cannot use, totally up to you. Let us sprint. Time's up. That is our final 15 minutes, and we're actually making half decent time here. We're only about 5 minutes behind on that final sprint. I didn't get that many words in this time because I was setting up some accounts and I almost did something really dumb. I was going to set up the actual YouTube channel for this new project, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't log out of YouTube while I'm doing a live stream on YouTube. You know, just an idea. So I'm glad I caught myself on that one. Welcome to Blue Pin Studio. Thanks for joining us. Always happy to help with some productivity. Now, my word count, I got in 118. So it's better than nothing. I finished the intro, the channel trailer script, and now I'm starting on the first video script. And since I'm filming with a partner for this new project, we're going to do 4 videos, like, you know, 1 video a week, but we're going to do them all in 1 day of filming. So I'm prepping all 4 scripts at the beginning of each month, and then I have to send them my script so they can work on their own French script, and it'll be like one massive day of filming, and then we'll gradually release things as we go. The only thing I'm trying to figure out is I don't know French that well, so with editing, I don't know how well I'm going to edit this person's stuff, so we might have to edit together or something, and I have to figure it out. Your first sprint ever. That's exciting. I am glad you joined in too. I started sprinting around when I started this channel. I learned what they were, and that was like almost 2 years ago now when I started NaNoWriMo in 2020, and they're so valuable. There are some weeks where I just would not get any writing work done at all if it weren't for my like scheduled sprint sessions. So they're so helpful, honestly. I'm gonna activate our magic words here. Every time I run these on Saturday, I do our final half-hour sprint with some words that you may or may not know. Today we have messing it up already. Yep. Today we have bibliopole, which is a person who buys and sells books, especially rare ones. Criticaster, which is a minor or incompetent critic. Eurythmic, not the band, means in harmonious proportion. And momism, excessive attachment to or domination by one's mother. So my idea with these words is that you can, if you're writing a book, try to fit one or all of them in. And I say my idea, but this is actually the idea of our amazing NaNoWriMo municipal liaison in Montreal, Scarlett Jory. She does these for our NaNoWriMo sprints, and I sort of adopted it. So if you're writing a longer piece, try to fit one or all of them in, see if you can. If you're writing, you know, flash fiction, something shorter, maybe use one as inspiration and write a piece around it, or don't use them at all. It's entirely up to you. But I like sharing these words, and it's especially fun when I don't know them, or if you don't know them. It's always good learning new words. I'm going to update our timer now so that it's half an hour, because this is our long sprint. If you need to run to the washroom or grab a tea or a coffee, I would recommend zipping out right now. We're going to start shortly, but since it's longer, you've got a bit more time to get into it. So we're going to go a bit past 3 today because it is a half-hour sprint, which is just fine. And I'm going to get into it right now. Well, that one went really fast for me anyhow. I got in full research and planning mode, so I wasn't doing any creative or script writing, but I was setting up like logins and channel tags and video tags and creeping on people's analytics and stuff, but I got 279 words out of that. And hello, Cody. The Discord link, I posted it a bit higher up, but I will post it again so it is convenient for everyone. Let me just grab it off of my channel here. My server, rather. I always mess that up. I'm always calling it a channel because I'm on YouTube, and I'm like, oh, it's a Discord server. There it is. For anyone who would like to join, we do sprints during the week. The next guaranteed one is this coming Thursday from 7 to 9 Eastern. We're trying out that time since we used to do a bit earlier on Wednesdays, but we have a lot of people in earlier time zones, so I'm pushing it a bit later. We'll see how it goes. But there's going to be on Discord always one guaranteed sprint session during the week, and then as I die, and then I might hop in like sometime between Monday and Friday and do random sprints as well. It depends on how productive I'm being during the week, but we've got a sprint bot there, so anyone in the server is welcome to just launch into that anytime they like. It's very casual, very fun, creative, supportive. It's a nice little space. So, did anyone use those magic words? I know, Jonathan, you were saying that they write a story all by themselves, so I'm curious to see if maybe you fleshed out that story. I'm excited to log out of YouTube and log on to my other one and actually get it going. And I guess Scotch just is not going to come out and say hi at all, the little jerk. He's decided to sleep, like, this is the most he's slept since he's arrived. And I'm really concerned, because I know that means I'm going to have another sleepless night tonight. For anyone who's new, I'm referring to the cat in the drawer. Ugh, I think I need a second energy drink today. Not a good thing, but at least it'll keep me up all night along with the cat. So maybe after all I will be sprinting. But I have a very early meeting tomorrow, so... Oh, you saw the picture on Discord. Yeah, I did share a picture of Scotch on Discord. He's very sweet. I have other picture of him on my desktop when I was working yesterday. He was just sitting right here. It was so cute. And he, I think his people don't play a lot of loud music, but I do. So he came in while I was working yesterday and was just going like, "What?" And it was like he was singing along because he wasn't scared. He wasn't trying to leave. He just came in and started singing along with the music. And if you know Tonkinese Siamese cats, they are very talkative. So he's incredibly talkative. But since we're going a bit over time here, I guess I will start wrapping this up. It was not as busy a sprint session as last week, but sometimes it's nice to just have these kind of low-key ones, I find. And I'm glad that we have some new members of the Discord server too. That's always exciting. I love growing that little community. But for now, I will wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining me. I always love having you all here to write with me or, you know, plan world domination like I was doing today. But as always, there will be another sprint session on YouTube right here, 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern next Saturday. Discord sprints during the week. Check out the most recent video I posted. It is very cringy, but fun, especially if you like, you know, sort of edgelord stuff. First year fine arts, first year film school, that kind of vibe. That's kind of what I wound up going for with it. I had fun with it, and that is all that matters. Oh no, you're here at the end, Nicole. Oh, it was nice to see you. If you join our Discord server, we'll be sprinting more at different times, and I will be back next Saturday as well. So I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their weekend. I hope that you are having a day that is just as wonderful as you are. Thanks for liking. Yes, like the video. That's much appreciated. Yeah, have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me. Bye.